Now let's go ahead and move on to the next game, because we have one of our favorite GMs coming on over. You know her, you love her, Garb. Come on in, let's chat a little bit. Garb.
Hello.
Hello there. Oh my gosh, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Oh geez, well good. Are you better than the game that you gave out?
Well, I mean, I kind of like this game, so I don't know if I'd go that far. I think I'm pretty good. Not as good as the game I'm giving out.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you like this game, because I really don't. I don't know if you know that. It's just... and let me explain. Okay, because I hate it, but for dumb reasons. Because it basically starts out feeling like it's a game for babies. Just because of where you are. I'm not a fan of those levels, okay?
Yeah.
It's just a personal preference, though, 100%.
I'd say this is a pretty good round one pick. But yeah, I'll be giving the Ottifants for Sega Genesis.
Oh, the Ottifants. You know, based off of a British comic, yeah, you're getting about what you can expect. Everybody was making platforms based off of anything that looked remotely cartoony. Oh, thank you so much, the entire world, for just bringing out all of the crap that you could back in the 80s and 90s. Now, at the same time, the gameplay, I think that if you play it well, it can be pretty entertaining for this. I just don't like that the first set of stages are like stereotypical toy levels. They've got the blocks, they've got like trains and like a castle. I don't know. I'm having a really hard time remembering exactly what goes on in this game, Garb.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of different levels. It's kind of like a collectathon.
Oh, that too. I hate collectathons and I hate babies levels. Mm-hmm. Babies themselves are actually kind of cool if they're quiet. If you are a quiet baby watching this stream, you are the best. But if you're yelling right now, then what the crap? What the crap, baby? I don't get it. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just yelling about stuff right now. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, well, I'm glad that this game gets some love, and honestly, I would say that it's a relatively decent game. It's got problems, is what I'd say. But at the same time, for a collectathon based off of a British comic, it's better than you would expect.
Yeah, I'd say that it's a fairly good game. I feel it's worthy of being in Ku5ogrande, but I'd say it's definitely like kind of a round one pick, because I can see some of the players having fun with this.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think some players could enjoy this. Okay, I'm working on getting everything captured right now. What's going on in your life? Anything exciting happening these days, Garb?
Well, not that much as of late.
I mean, yeah, that's sort of like everybody's life right now. We're just all stuck inside and being like, "Let me out! Let me out, Mayor!" Mayor's like, "No, I got a gun. I think you're a zombie." I'm totally not a zombie. I'm not that competent. You know? Wouldn't really be able to do it very well. All zombie stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's sort of what's going on. Nat, thank you for all those gift subs, and thank you everybody else who has followed and subscribed lately. You're keeping things afloat over here. I'm hoping that once I'm finished with grading for the semester, I can just have the summer of bad games.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a whole art movement, my life. Summer bad games. For a second, I was thinking, what is this weird sort of farty music? It's RuneScape, yeah. I could just play RuneScape all summer. Yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be very unlikely that I'll teach, which means that my only job is streaming at that time. And it's probably going to be the first time in my life that it's been like that.
Oh.
So we'll see how that works out. After all that, I'll be like, well, I hate video games forever. Because they're all so bad.
Yeah. There's no such thing as a bad game.
Oh, I don't know. Have you played Pink Jelly? There's a bad game.
I don't think I've tried that.
Well, it's objectively bad. It's not even something that... I don't think anybody who has played it could possibly make the argument that it has any redeemable qualities whatsoever. It just does not. It's the most dreadfully mediocre bootleg I have ever experienced in my life.
Oh, mediocre is no fun.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean by bad. It's so mediocre.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, I think I'm just about captured. Now, due to this being MSX, or not MSX, SMN, SMS. The Master... wait, it's not Master System, it's Genesis.
Yeah, it's Genesis. This was released with Master System, but...
Mega Drive.
But yeah, Mega Drive, yeah.
I'm probably going to have to recapture people. So just hold on to your patooties if that does happen. Yeah, don't worry too much. Okay, I have 1 or 2 things left to set up, and then we are going to be ready for this match. So hang on tight, Garb.
Yeah.
Don't yell at me. Don't be angry. I'm angry that you could be angry. Rah!
Rawr.
What? Did you just roar at me? That was like intimidating. I can't believe you would.
I guess I did.
Oh, everybody. Just so you know, the matches that we have here are part of a group / round 1. Specifically, the players here have not played a match during this tournament yet. This will help us decide who moves on to the bracket. The players need to do well in their first match, but it's not absolutely required. Even the player who comes in 4th could potentially move on to the bracket. Oh, this is music. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing different resolutions and different captures for the players, so we'll be recapturing later on, okay?
Even though, this, Genesis 4x3, typically, I noticed the native aspect ratio without letterboxing is typically not, 4x3 for some reason, so it's kind of strange with this game.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Aha, I can actually capture somebody now without even worrying. Yeah, aspect ratios for Sega and stuff are always off for some reason. I don't know, we'll live with it.
Yeah.
And if you don't live, then I'm gonna say that's Garb's fault, not mine.
Yeah, Kira Z. It's a PAL game, so that also probably has stuff to do with it.
Okay. I guess. It's fine. I'll go ahead and let you get away with it. Being pal and all that. And I think this is going to look a little bit more accurate. I might still play around with it in a little bit. That's okay. I want to get rolling with this match. So, Garb, obviously, spamming elephants would be a good idea for emotes. Are there other things?
So, I can't really... Okay, I don't know. Really? I guess elephants probably just spam those.
Heck yeah, they are already
I guess babies.
Oh no, yeah, spam babies. I mean, you play as a baby. Oh, no wonder I hate this game. Okay. That makes sense. Everybody spam all your elephants and babies in chat, or anything that looks like a baby. I'm doing the countdown right now. Bubsy is kind of a baby. Yeah. And as soon as I see movement in the first stage, I will start our timer. I'm not a baby, chat. Oh my gosh. Well, I already got some accusations here. Okay, Garb, let's talk a little bit about what we're seeing on the screen. So, we've got the Ottifants, decent-ish music, but we're in a toy/construction level? What's going on?
So I think, yeah, this is like this is the house set of levels. I think we're just in various like toy rooms and yeah. And so those blocks you get, you can suck them up and then spit them out to be able to go to higher platforms.
Ah, I see. And it looks like Capitalist is trying to do that right now.
Yeah, let's see. The Ku5 might be. I think that's the Ku5 may be going to a bonus stage soon. Nah, he took a death.
Okay. Is there any benefit to the bonus stage?
No, it's just points. And even worse, like, there's no indication of where the bonus rooms are, and you can't exit them, so they're essentially a time waste.
Oh, no.
It's just that if you don't know where they are, you'll inevitably go into a few of them accidentally.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. Honestly, though, you know, I think this early on, especially if I went into this knowing absolutely nothing about the game, I would probably still go to the bonus stages just to see if there's anything worth it at all. Like, you do have a score at the top left of this game, and so, you know, I'm thinking in the back of my head, perhaps there are extra lives at a certain score. But
there aren't.
There aren't?
No.
Oh, so the score is just for bragging rights for all of you pro Ottifants players out there.
Yeah.
Oh, only the professionals here, you know?
Yeah. And so, if you get 100%, that gives you a bonus 1,000 points, but there's no reason to get them, and you see the popsicles that the Ku5 has collected a few of. If you get all or 3 of them, you can get you can get like power ups.
Ooh, okay. What kind of power ups are there?
So if you get 3 yellows, you can get a power up which will let you fly for 15 seconds. Just fly anywhere on the map for a while, and I think it's a green, a yellow, then a red will give you a double jump, and 3 reds will give you an extra continue, which could be useful, but I'm letting them use passwords that you get after each set of levels, so hopefully won't be the biggest deal. But yeah, I couldn't really find any that much documentation on everything that they do, but yeah, I know there's one that gives you a red, a yellow, then a red will give you a time stop for 15. Or no, that's invincibility for 15 seconds.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Honestly, now that I'm watching this again, I actually enjoy it more than I was thinking. I don't know, it's just, I don't love the premise of this game. Hey, Arpiga found the end of the stage but cannot leave. Did you tell them what they have to do to leave the level?
Yeah, I told them that they need well, I said they needed 50% to beat the level. I don't think I told them that after they get 50% they need to find the elephant, but the elephant's just usually at like the rightmost part of the level. It does get a little harder later though.
Okay. I think the thing is, the players are trying to play around with these springs, and I think that Blade Workmaster has figured it out. Capitalist is still really trying to figure out how to make these springs work, which you definitely have to figure that out. So what do you do with the springs? Just hold jump?
No, you need to press that at press jump at a specific time to be able to use them.
Oh, it's timing based. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
So, from what I see, you have to collect a certain percentage of stuff. I believe the difficulty that they're on, it's 50% that they have to collect.
Yeah, it
Okay.
does vary between difficulty.
There we go. Ku5ogrande moving on to the next stage. 50%, honestly, I think that's probably fine. Collecting 100% is just so annoying, especially if you miss one thing early on in the stage, and it's always going to be early. Oh, it always, every time. They have to backtrack through the entire stage, and then guess what? You find out that even though it's always at the beginning of the stage, this single time that you're doing it, it wasn't. It's at the end of the stage, so you go all the way through the level once more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's... yeah, video games.
Yeah, but, you know, it was such a trope when it came to, I'd say 80s and 90s video games, you know? How else are you going to make the players go through this wonderful, creative level that you've designed, you know? Just force them to.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you could possibly make a natural path through the levels.
That is an idea.
Well, good. Oh my gosh. I don't know what sound effect the elephant was making hitting his head on the ceiling, but I don't like it and he needs to stop. So what is the story of this game? I believe there is a story, but it's not really too in-depth.
Oh, so you need to... Your father's being captured at the end of this game, and you need to go and rescue him. And you also need to collect his papers that he dropped throughout these levels, and you need to get all of them to get the good ending.
Okay.
And also, it's kind of hard to find where they are, so I haven't really actually ever gotten the good ending, so I'm not sure how that's different.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Whatever, this game's dumb enough, I've never found them. Well, I mean, there are a lot of games that are extremely difficult to get everything. I don't feel like this should be one of those games. Like, maybe difficult-ish, but if you're having people play as a baby, you know, then maybe it shouldn't be next to impossible. Maybe that's just my thought.
Oh, apparently, yeah, probably not. Apparently, Cove just resets. Maybe just to refill on lives or something.
That's probably not a bad idea. Do your passwords keep the number of lives?
No, they don't. They reset the number of lives and continues.
But then again, making it to 1-2 and only having one life left, odds are you're probably gonna get a full game over before.
I guess maybe it would have been nice for me to tell them that you get continues as well.
Oh geez, this game is overly generous then.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it probably wasn't the best idea.
Nah, just let them figure it out. You know, at this point it would be a little bit too late to be a benefit. They can figure out. They've played a few video games in their lives.
I think that's probably. Yeah.
So, chat is asking what the heck is the thing at the end of the stage?
The thing at the end of the stage, I think that's, I guess just an elephant. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be.
Like, is it your dad?
I don't think so. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
I don't know.
I can try getting the main, but I don't think I can understand it. Yeah. I'm not sure where I can go to find the lore of this.
Well, I do see that apparently it's an ordinary evening. You can tell because there are stars outside. Bruno's dad is working late at the office. Reason enough for Bruno's vivid imagination to run riot, thinking that his dad has been kidnapped by aliens. Jelly babies that fell from his father's pocket on the way to work blaze a trail to the office. Now it's up to Bruno to fight his way through hordes of terrorizing toys, Ottifant-eating plants, tear through gloomy caverns of doom, and cut across a perilous jungle. Workaday objects and boringly normal settings is seen through kids' eyes, and rescue his dad. So basically, your dad's at the office, working late, and you think that he's been kidnapped by aliens. What a dumb baby. Bruno? Why are you so dumb, Bruno? Yeah, and people, I feel like there are going to be people here who may be familiar with it, especially if we have any German viewers. This is, at the very least, they've seen the Ottifants around. Maybe they've seen some of the shows, maybe they've read some of the comics, but it's, even if you haven't, you would probably still know of it. Just like everybody here probably knows of Garfield. That was a popular thing, right? Everybody here knows Doonesbury, even if they've read it and didn't understand it, because the humor is as dry as the Sahara. Ugh. Which, honestly, I can probably appreciate it a little bit more these days, but I remember Doonesbury as a kid, and I was like, I don't understand why this is a comic. This is the most boring thing in the world. Don't group Garfield and Doonesbury. Okay, chat. Okay. Well, everybody just... Oh yeah, and if there's anybody who likes Family Circus, you are an abomination. There's nothing funny about it. But everybody knows Family Circus. If they see it, they're like, oh yeah, it's that one. That one comic. I don't remember what it's called, but it's that one. Anyways, go ahead.
I think maybe... Okay, good. I don't know. I think Capitalists may be a little confused about where to go. What you need to... Okay, he already hit the switch, but there...
Okay.
That switch spawned a platform at the end of the level, which he'll need to ride to exit to get to the end of the level.
Seriously? You have to go through a hidden area in order to get a needed switch. Okay, I can appreciate having secret areas. Although most of the time when it comes to collectathons, you want bonuses in secret areas, not the things that you're supposed to get. Especially this early on in a game. If you're going to add that, just add it a little bit later after they've gotten used to all the other mechanics going on.
Yeah.
So... Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, I think Capitalist is having a little bit of trouble figuring out the springs. You can get a height boost if you time it, but you can also get another height boost after that, and you need to use that to get to the next part of the level, but I think he's having trouble figuring it out. Altitude, you can get two, an even higher jump from the springs.
He's gonna need to figure it out there. Honestly, that's the thing with some games. If they put a wall in there that naturally teaches you, then that can be good, but at the same time, this is definitely being a little bit frustrating for Capitalists trying to figure out how to do this.
Yeah.
I feel like Super Meat Boy does things like that, where it puts a wall in front of you until you can figure something out. But at the same time, it gives you all the tools that's needed. I'm not sure this game has been clear enough with the bouncing mechanics. Other players have gotten through that pretty well, though. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he might be in the lead at the moment. I don't know if anyone else has gotten farther.
Well, Bladework Master is going to pass that area right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, oh no, secret area for Bladework Master.
Oh.
That's fine.
Well, I think that does put him in the lead though.
Yeah, it seems like Bladework Master is probably in the lead. Now, I can see with them jumping on the spring there, it definitely, like, the people who are making more progress are still struggling a little bit with the springs. Like, it's not trivial. And I'm not sure what the timing is. Would you say that the timing is a little bit odd? Like the Ottifants?
Yeah. Yeah, it does take a little bit of getting used to.
Okay.
And it looks like hopefully Blade will be able to finish this level here pretty soon. And this'll... Oh, he may not have gotten the switch.
Oh no! Yeah, I think that you're right that he hasn't gotten the switch yet.
Yeah.
Okay, this music is starting to get a little bit old.
Yeah.
I just, like, I don't need a whole lot of different music, but it just needs to change after a little while. You know, 16 minutes of one tune. Even if it's okay, even if it's reasonably good, it still, you know, annoys me a little bit. It's very rare that somebody can make a game with music that is enjoyable for hours, but that does happen from time to time. This just is not a good example of that at all.
Yeah,
but it's decent. It's decent music.
Yeah, I'd say overall this game's music is pretty good.
Ooh, if you slowed it down and changed a little bit of the rhythm, you could make this reggae.
Yeah.
No, seriously, this could be a reggae hit, okay? Anybody who wants to steal that idea, go ahead and do that. Because I'm not going to do it. Ooh, I found a manual for this game, but it's in French.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it does talk about the password, which it calls mot de passe. Just like multi-pass, the French pun that was in The Fifth Element. See, everybody, it's real, okay? It was a real pun. Yeah, I could probably read through this, but I'm gonna skip. Hey, Capitalist is on to the boss that Bladework Master is fighting right now. Honestly, right now, those two are definitely in the lead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's neat. Yeah. So, luckily the boss's health is displayed right on the top left, so it should be pretty easy for tracking if two people are at a boss. But, yeah. This one, you can use blocks to... There's a block that'll spawn if you hit that switch, which you can use to deal 10 points of damage. And that's probably not the fastest way to deal with this, but it's one method. Oh, what?
Hey, Bladework Master is on to the next area here. You know, you leave the happy Toyland and move to the Dungeons of Doom. Yeah, this is where your father keeps the bodies. It's great. He generally doesn't take people here when they're touring the house, though. Yeah, so I let Ku5ogrande know. Ku5ogrande is having a little bit of a difficulty when it comes to getting the controller to respond. Not 100% sure why, but if needed, he can go ahead and make one single save state and load it up again. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. This hack, like, I've noticed issues like on some bonus stages, but I haven't noticed them on the latest version of RetroArch. So I don't know. I guess that could just happen with this. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, it looks like Cobb has things working again.
Okay, good.
And it appears that the mistake was using a Bluetooth controller.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, mistake, quote unquote. As long as you get it working later on, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Hey, Capitalist has beaten the boss and is moving on to the second world. The dungeons, daddy dungeons. Actually, I'm never saying that again. Okay. Oh, yeah, Bruno had a rough life. Let me just say. You know, honestly, I feel like Bruno could qualify for early elephant retirement if he joined a circus, because he's already lived through a circus all of his life. I imagine all circuses are like this, you know, they have toys and they have dungeons. Okay, this actually isn't a circus at all, but I hate circuses. I'm not the biggest fan of elephants either. I don't know, what are your opinions of elephants, Garb?
Well, I'd say elephants are pretty cool.
Okay. Why?
Just, I don't...
That was
I don't
very
know.
accusatory.
They're nice and peaceful.
They're nice and peaceful. They're the only animal with 4 knees. Yet do you see them jumping? No.
I guess not.
They're lazy. They're so lazy, these elephants, you know? How often do I jump? Like 5 times an hour. Just gotta get your daily jumps in.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, the thing is, if you don't jump often, then it turns out that you can't jump well at all. I don't know, but you could go outside and jump right now. You know what? If you asked an elephant to do that, is the elephant gonna do it? No, the lazy bones. Just gonna sit there. You dumb elephant. Yeah, Cove has gotten the Switch and will be moving on from this level.
Oh, nice. It looks like everyone's found the Switch, so yeah, they're making good progress.
Yeah, the Cove is definitely a little bit behind at this point. Arpiga as well, but not really a huge deal because the dungeon increases some of the difficulty here. There are a lot more things that can kill you. And guess what? Your bottle of OJ is not very full.
Oh, yeah. One thing that I know it can be kind of tricky to figure out is that for this section you need to blow one of those platforms closer to you to get to the next section, but that can be a little tough to figure out. And you also need to use this block to get more height to make a jump.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh my gosh. Okay, capitalism is just trying to rise up. Oh, not capitalism, the capitalist. Capitalism is already all around us. But here, capitalist climbing to the sky. I mean, the dungeon sky. Just the top of the dungeon. Yeah, there we go. Why does the bat have an elephant nose?
Who could know?
What experiments has your father been doing in his dungeon? Oh my gosh. I feel like your father's probably a mad scientist. Went to the mad scientist office to do some additional work away from home. Tired of the quarantine that he had to put up with while living in the basement. You know, dumping lava around in there.
Probably, yeah. I'd imagine that's probably what's going on.
Elephant Daddy, please help. Also, how did your father spill this many gummies around the house?
I don't know. I guess he just wanted to snack on some, but he opened it the wrong way and they just spilled out in the level.
Okay, chat had an interesting idea. Seawolf said, get a blank Doonesbury and fill in with quotes from me. And I would say that you could fill in quotes from the encyclopedia, whatever lines you want, and it's going to be funnier than Doonesbury. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, 24 minutes in. How do you feel they're doing so far?
I think they're doing pretty well. They were able to figure out what to do at the first part of this, which can be pretty, at like the third level, it can be pretty tricky to figure out. You need to go to the right, go to find that hidden switch, but I'd say they're doing well. They'll probably make some quicker progress now. Hopefully.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, everybody has made it to the second world. Fantastic. Yeah. Honestly, I would say none of the players are out of it quite yet. You know, we definitely do have Capitalist in the lead, but you never know what's going to happen. If Capitalist is going to run into a wall that ends up being pretty problematic, or if... Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Blade's in the lead. Because, yeah, he's a little farther into the second basement stage.
Oh.
But, yeah, and also has more percent.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh, I've never been wrong about saying who's in the lead before. Never. Hey, Capitalist is invincible? Or can fly?
Let's see.
What is
it? No, that that lets you shoot them at like a, I guess, a higher angle, I think, and I think it also lets you shoot more.
Oh my gosh, sorry, just watching Capitalist do that, and it was definitely not helpful.
That's not exactly the most useful power-up, no. Ideally, you could get a double jump here, and that lets you skip having to activate some of the platforms.
Ooh, okay. Do you speedrun this game, by the way?
Yes, I do.
So, yeah, you're the local professional when it comes to this game.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think Jaw also speedruns this, and yeah. I think they both got it after getting it for Ku5ogrande last time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so just another instance of like speedrunning games that we got for Kuso. Oh, that was Blade's last credit, but hopefully he got the password.
I kind of dig this music in the basement. Who did the music? Jason Page did the music, and holy cow, his last game was in 2018. He did some of the Unity support for the game Fe, F-E, which I believe was an indie game. That is really cool. Also worked on Bust a Groove. Three Ninjas Kick Back did the music for that. That wasn't exactly the best game in the world. Superman, the Man of Steel, did music for quite a few games. So, yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Demo this.
Blade apparently did not have the password. Now, passwords are completely allowed, but guess what? If you mash past the password screen, you're going to have a bad time because you're going back to the beginning. I'm wondering about Arpaga now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Blade forgot the password. Hopefully Arpaga remembered it, or like didn't just mash through it. Okay, good.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. Honestly, you know, I'm just thinking about how things go when it comes to passwords. You know, most of the time the gameplay itself is the challenge, but we have seen time and time again that passwords have ended up being a huge problem. And I would say that is probably the case with this game. If you just mash too fast, you're gonna get a game over, and you're not going to be able to get back into this very quickly. At the same time, Blade knows some of the tricks of these early levels and has a Superman upgrade, so that helped.
So, Blade also has the text set to German. One thing with this game is that if you don't select a language for long enough, it just defaults to the first one on the menu screen, which I believe is German. I'm not completely sure, but that could be why he has it on German.
That would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, so he may not know that you can change he may have missed that there was a screen where you can select the language.
True.
So,
I'm going to go ahead and say that this game has plenty of good things going for it. Yes, it's got some problems. The physics are problems. The springs tend to be a little bit of a weird timing. The fact that you shoot in an arc is pretty much the worst thing about a lot of video games. But the graphics are actually really good. If you look at some of the shading done on the different blocks and stuff, it's unique. It's got a very nice feel, and you can feel depth even with the blocks that just face you as a viewer. It's really well done, I would say. The music is jamming. The sound effects not as good, but whatever. It's passable.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'd say this is definitely probably one of the better games that's given on Ku5. It's probably worthy of it, but it can be fun.
Oh yeah. What's cool is that one of the people who did the graphics for this was the first game they did graphics for, but they also did some additional artwork for Theme Park, worked on a handful of other games. Theme Hospital, they did some of the art for that. It's cool to see people who start with this and actually do a very good job. Yeah, one of the people who did art for this moved on to be the producer of Planet Coaster. How about Planet Zoo? Zoo Tycoon? Yeah.
Oh, nice. Wonder Dog.
Wait, Wonder Dog?
Oh, I was just looking at chat. So.
Oh, okay. How about the artist for Disney Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two? Not really a great game, but still, it looked good. I would say that visually it was probably pretty dang good. Tomb Raider Chronicles, the art for that, I don't think that was a good game, but it probably looked decent enough. Yeah, there are people here who definitely moved on. Oh, how about the art director for the original Borderlands? They also worked on the graphics for this. I'm not even kidding you. That's amazing. I love it.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine moving on from this and then becoming the art director for one of the biggest 3D shooters that's been out there. That's great.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Hey, Capitalist is through the stage, moving on to the next one.
Yeah, this is the third level of this set of stages.
Nice.
I think Oppiga's still having a little bit of trouble figuring out this platform. It can take a while it can be hard to figure this out. I think it took me a while to figure this out when I played this first.
Oh yeah. How about the senior environment artist for Max Payne 3? Not the same person. They had 5 or 6 people working on this game, and all of them moved on to work on some pretty amazing stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. So, at the very least, Programmers, no, they pretty much worked on one game. But if you did graphics for this game, you had a career ahead of you.
Well, that's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think it's pretty dang amazing. Seriously, good job for them.
Yeah.
So we are 34 minutes into this. Honestly, I still think it's anyone's game. You know, the Cove Capitalist and Arpiga are all in the second world. Capitalist appears to be in the lead. Blade Works Master had been there before, but did not write down the password. I don't think he even saw the password. And that has been a huge, difficult addition for him. You know, huge setback.
Yeah. I think it's still anyone's race.
Oh yeah.
I'd say Blake can still catch up and pass where everyone else is at. So it's definitely not over.
Oh, not at all. Oh. This music is such I can't think of a good adjective. Such a hop-in, such a jam. Yeah, it's a jam. But that's a noun, not an adjective. Yeah, it's a
happening.
It's lit. Yeah, it could be lit. Okay, it's happening. Oh, well, everybody, we have 2 more matches after this one. So don't worry, we will see this elephant die a lot, but we'll be able to see other things die as well. Oh, it's bumping. Yeah, I think that was the word I was looking for. It's bumping, Carb.
Yeah.
But what is it bumping? Bumping my brain's happy spot, you know, that...
Yeah.
The amygdala? Is it bopping my amygdala? Bop bop? I don't know, that might... Not bopping my brainstem, that's for sure. Oh, well... You know, I'm glad that Blade Works Master is actually getting through these early stages relatively quickly. The unfortunate thing, though, is that it's a lot of time lost, and, you know, if he can get caught back up to where he was before, he still has a chance of moving back into the lead, but he's definitely at least in second at this time.
Yeah.
Actually, let me see. Amygdala. Yeah, that's what helps you experience emotions. And I definitely feel emotions. So I would say that the music is getting that amygdala stuff going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bonus thing was also pretty good, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of good music in this game, honestly.
Like, all that I've heard is pretty dang good. The first stage, it starts wearing on me a little bit, but big deal. Like, I can get through that. Capitalist, on to the second boss, and it's Satan! We're already fighting Satan. I can't believe it.
Okay, let's hopefully Blake will get the password this time. Yeah, he I don't think he noticed the password, so hopefully he does. He makes it okay here.
Elephant Satan! How could you tempt me? Oh, jeez. What kind of sins am I paying for here? The sin of being a baby? Oh. That's Catholicism, never mind. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's part of the beliefs, okay? It's not even... What the heck? No, like... I'm not wrong, okay? Because original sin, because of that. Yeah. See, I'm not wrong.
Bro.
This is hurting your brain. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and move on.
Anyway, Ottifants.
Ottifants. Yeah, you're an elephant. You grab a box and you fight Satan.
Yeah.
See, honestly, I think that this is a very watered down Satan. He doesn't really seem that scary. He just kind of goes around in a circle and shoots fire. I mean, it's a step up from, like, humanity. You know, we can't do that very often, but still, I imagine Satan would at least have various forms of torture, not just 3 fireballs at his disposal. Come on.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Blade's already at the second level in this, so I see him catching up. And yeah, this boss that Capitalist is on can definitely be difficult. I think it's random which side Satan pops out from.
Oh no, random Satan, my least favorite kind of Satan. Oh,
Yeah.
He really destroys your orange juice, let me tell you. Oh, you know what? I feel like if Satan were to come fight me, he would probably want to keep as much RNG as possible, because I would figure out Satan's pattern, okay?
Yeah.
Well, Satan sounds really grumpy when you try to kill him. I mean, to be fair, if I were, like, the one cast out of heaven because, I had a really good idea and everybody's like, no, you're a loser, then guess what? I would probably be a little bit grumpy too, okay? Everybody, we are allowed to acknowledge that religion exists. We're not going to make fun of the religion. We are just going to laugh about Satan. So that's, I don't know, as soon as you put Satan in a video game, you're the one who brought religion into this, not me, okay? Game developers in the UK.
Yeah, I guess.
Hello, Garb.
Unfortunately, I think Capitalist got a game over, so...
Yeah, but still, that was a good mark of progress. I hope that Blade now has the password down.
He seemed to go through that pretty quickly. I don't think he got it. He seemed to go through the password pretty quickly, unfortunately.
Oh no. Oh, and the spikes! Yeah, you don't... Oh my gosh. Like, I feel like the password boss is possibly going to be the biggest influencer for Blade. Like, all of the other players are making some solid progress right now and figuring things out. Blade still, I think, might technically be in second, but that could really change in the next little while. Especially since Blade keeps dying and dying and dying.
I know Carl will be heading to the boss pretty soon. Carl will be heading to Satan pretty soon, so Carl would be in second. Blade might be in third. I'm not sure.
Okay, time to kill Satan. Oh, does it show how many hits you need?
Yeah, it shows on the top left how many you need.
Gotcha.
So that'll be helpful for seeing who got the most.
That's convenient. Not very many games will show you exactly how many hits you need.
Yeah.
They'll give you a vague, health bar. A vague health bar. I was gonna say a loading bar of health, but that's not quite right. I guess it's loading their death.
Yeah, I guess that's a way of putting it. Yeah, the big box does 10 damage. Also, one thing you might be able to do, I know in later bosses you can get multiple hits with one hit on it if you time it correctly, but I don't know if that's possible with this boss. But
Blade
yeah.
got a game over. I'm concerned. Yep, Blade still doesn't have the password. I think Blade at this point for sure is in third, might be moving down to fourth.
That's really unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, okay, Carl still added some continues.
Chat is asking if there was another Ottifants game, and I know of at least one other Ottifants game.
I think there may have been one on the PlayStation. I know that there was also one released to this, which isn't a port, but it's very similar to this game on the SMS.
Yeah, there was one that was essentially Super Trolls Island, except replaced with the Ottifants. And let me just say, I'm as much of a fan of that game as I am of Super Troll Island, which is I never want to watch it again. Wait, and there's a Game Boy platformer? What? I don't know, Garb. I don't know.
Wow.
Anyways, at the least, I feel like if for some reason you were a huge Ottifants fan and got this game, you would probably have really enjoyed this. Because it's not bad.
Yeah.
The physics are janky, but overall, it's visually interesting. It looks good. It's fun to fight Satan as a baby. It's got everything that you need in video games. Hey, Cove may have this fight down. Look, no hits so far. Okay, one hit. That's fine.
Yeah, Cove's doing well. Oh.
Justin brought me food.
Oh, yay!
Yeah. Yay, food. Oh, yay, and Cove beat the boss, too.
Oh, yes, that's good. That's definitely first place now.
Yeah, is food or getting past the boss better? I think getting past the boss.
They're definitely pretty close.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Cove is definitely in the lead right now. Cove was either in last place or in third for a little while there. You never know, though. You never really know how you're gonna do. Cove is resetting. That's completely allowed to reset in order to get your continues and lives back if you enter the password, as long as Cove does have the password.
Yeah.
Now, what does the third world add here? Does it really add much more difficulty?
Well, there's not that much that's added versus the first few. I'd say the fifth level in this world can be pretty tricky to figure out where to go. I know I took a while to figure out where to go here. So levels kind of can get more mazy here. Not until like the 5th level though. So the first 4 levels are pretty linear for the most part. You just need the 4th level is kind of a vertical level. Oh,
Okay.
oh, our Paga did it.
Oh, yes! That is great. Is that a solid move? Oh, we've got this next level. Okay, Arpaga is to the 3rd stage in World 2, I believe. Still in 4th place, but honestly, there could be a chance to move into 3rd. Oh, it's 2-2. There still is a chance to move up from 4th. Blade, on the other hand, you know, holding on to, I believe, 3rd place at this point. Unfortunately, you know, did not get the passwords, and the passwords may end up costing the match for them. Now, remember, the biggest thing for the players today is honestly to get a feel for what it takes to get through some of these games. Learn, I think, from both the good things and the bad things that you've done. Learn, and I think know what their main difficulties are going to be. If they're struggling with this game, the main difficulties are probably going to be some of the platforming, because there are a lot of games that have awkward platforming that show up all the time. I think also one big thing here the capitalists suffered from a little bit early on was the health management and life management, and because of that, got a full game over on the boss of World 2. Yeah, they're just little things. Even if you don't end up taking the victory, there's still things that you can learn from what you did that apply to other games as well. And frankly, there's just a lot to keep in mind. Yeah, I'm trying to think. With this game, though, even if they do come in 4th place, there is still a chance to make it to the bracket. It's much harder, because by the end of round 2, they have to have 12 points. For 1st place, you get 10, 2nd place, 7, 3rd place, 5, and 4th place, you get 2 points. So honestly, you know, if you come in 4th, you've got to take 1st in your 2nd match.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are the stakes that are here right now. Really, honestly, though, I don't think it's necessarily bad to get 4th. You know, you never know how you're going to do the first time you jump into a Ku5ogrande. So coming in 4th, big deal. It's going to happen to somebody. What's nice is that your next match, you know that essentially you're going to go up against other people who, you know, had a bit of a hard time like you with their matches, and one of you is going to come out and manage to do much better. I don't know. Like I always get excited for the people who have been struggling a little bit, because sometimes they make a comeback story after their first match in the tournament. You never know.
Yeah.
Capitalist fighting Satan again. Honestly, the biggest thing Capitalist needs to figure out is how to conserve health in this fight.
Yeah, I think if you go quick enough and you get good RNG, it is possible to just like tank it by like staying in the middle and just shooting rapidly. So
you might be right, yeah.
Normal also reduces the amount of health you have, so it's hard to do it on this difficulty as opposed to easy, but I think it is still possible.
Yeah, easy. What changes with easy difficulty?
So you need to collect 25% instead of 50% of the collectibles.
Okay.
And you get more hits, and you get 20 seconds when you have a power up instead of 15. Are the main changes.
I'm actually thinking of that. A lot of games just change one or two small things when it comes to difficulty. It's kind of nice that this game has multiple things that the difficulty affects.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that the most annoying thing when doing difficulty changes is if they make enemies take more hits. That's just artificial. Who cares? I don't want to sit around just spamming the button. Guess what? That's not difficulty, it's just being able to press a button quickly. I mean, I guess that is a skill in and of itself, but I don't know. I don't play video games to get tired. I don't play video games in the hope that my arm is going to stop working by the time I'm 40 years old,
Yeah. Yeah, it's not fun like it, just increasing difficulty like that.
I do like this music.
For
fighting Satan, it's a happening song. I think Capitalist has figured out that the box deals 10 damage. So
yeah.
They are kind of prioritizing that from time to time. I think it's a good idea for him.
I think this is the fourth level that Cove is on. Yeah.
Ooh, I like the colors there. And the trees in the background. I don't know. It's like I feel like it's a little bit muddy with everything going on the screen, but I like the colors.
Yeah.
See, visually this game is pretty dang good.
Yeah, the visuals are definitely pretty nice in this game.
Yeah. So everybody, we have 4 minutes left. We are getting really close to the end of the match. Bladework has made it back to World 2, but I don't think that's going to be quite enough.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's fine. It's fine. It's going to be doable. Honestly, Arpiga is making a really solid push. I don't know if Arpiga can pass where Blade got to. It's possible. I think.
I can see it happening. Yeah. He just needs to finish this level. And he's pretty close to the end.
Oh yeah.
I think just hit this switch and then get up there. And then traverse this set of spikes.
Yeah. Well, I know that there was somebody asking in chat. This tournament lasts for quite a while. We are close to new people joining. However, this is a yearly thing. Towards the end of November, we generally let people know about the tournament starting up. So if you want, go ahead and pay attention to that. Follow on Twitter or just follow here and you'll hear about signups. If we do anything that's a little bit more episodic than necessarily tournament-wise, we'll also let people know here. I'm glad when people find out about this, though, because, every year we have new excited people who then say, wow, that was the worst thing in my life. And then instant regret. See, that's what life is about, instant regret.
What's life without instant regret?
Oh no. Yeah, it looks like there was another death. Was that a full game over?
Yeah, that's a full game over for Capitalist.
Oh, Capitalist. That's okay. Capitalist made a really good push through Satan. That still is a solid second place. Arpiga has a chance to move into third or... maybe?
I think Arpica's still at the last part of the second level, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's rough. With 1 minute left, it's rare that we have something that could potentially change in the last minute or two, but it could happen. We've got 20 seconds left. I don't know if there's enough time.
Yeah, it'll be hard.
Ooh, the spikes! All you need is one more gummy and then get to the end. That's all you need, Arpica. Oh. Yeah, don't hit the spikes. There we go. Unfortunately, yeah, there's just been too much death here. There is not going to be a change between third and fourth. Arpica had a really good fight right towards the end there, but it wasn't quite enough to save their spot to move them from fourth to third. That is time, Garb. That is time. Yeah, what did you think about how they did today?
I think they did great with this. There were some really tricky things to figure out there, and just some rude placement, and I think they did well.
I think I would agree. There's a lot of rude stuff going on in this game, but the players fought through it. The Ku5 definitely took the victory here. Capitalist in second, Blade Worksmaster third, and then fourth, Arpica. Wow, let me go ahead. If Capitalist wants to hop into voice, or not Capitalist, Blade.
I think
no,
Ku5
not Blade. Ku5. Okay, Ku5 is checking things out. I'm just gonna say every wrong name possible. Rosie O'Donnell coming into voice right now. Hey, Rosie. Yeah, she's not here. She's not here. Okay, let's bring Ku5 in. Hello there, Ku5.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you great.
Awesome. How's it going?
Pretty fantastic, and honestly, seriously, great job there.
Yeah, it was kind of frustrating in the beginning because it almost had not like ice physics, but it was just a little soft on the turning, and so I had troubles trying to make like precise jumps at the beginning, but it got better as it went along.
Good. Yeah, I feel like the physics were probably the most difficult part of this game.
Yeah, the boss fights weren't easy either, though. But yeah, the physics were a little tough to get used to.
Oh yeah, but you got there. You got used to it. It honestly is a pretty fun watch. You know, I couldn't really remember much about this game because I saw it a long time ago, and I just remembered that it had a baby, and I hated the baby. But the music is pretty rockin'. The graphics are pretty nice, you know? It definitely is Kuso, but I think that I would be fine playing this.
Yeah, I actually had fun. Like for my first time entering, I was expecting a lot worse for my first game. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, you did pretty dang well with this, and honestly, like, if you had gotten Jowl, then it would have been a piece of trash that you got today, but no, you got lucky with Garb. Yeah.
I was thankful for that.
I love it.
Except when I give Woody Woodpecker.
Well, look, I like that game, Gar. Never mind. Okay, we're not going to talk about opinions anymore. Ku5, I know you're a speedrunner as well. Are there any speedruns that you're doing these days? Anything else you're doing on your channel?
I need to start. I'm playing a bunch of games at Retrothon in a couple weeks, and so I've got to get started on those. I'm doing Morrowind, Mega Man 1. God, you think I'd even know these games? Eternal Darkness.
Oh, I have a love-hate relationship with Eternal Darkness. I love that I played it. I'm never going to play it again. But I verified a run of it back on Speed Demos Archive years ago.
Nice.
Yeah, that was. It's been a little while. Yeah, so if you are interested in those, go check out Ku5. Honestly, all of the streamers here, even if they don't stream too often, they do have their Twitch channels, and they have the channel is the name that you see on the layout when we have these matches. So go follow them and have a bunch of fun. I'm excited to see what you do with Morrowind. Is it an any % run? Is it all quests?
No, it's just any %, so it'll be over before you blink.
It's hilarious. Yeah, if you've never seen any % Morrowind, you definitely need to check that out. Well, thank you so much, Ku5. Garb, I really appreciate this game. Thank you, and I will catch you both later. Take care.
Yeah,
Thanks.
see ya.
Everybody, this is Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. Before we get to the game reveal, I do want to do a quick reminder that we have the Hay Fever speedrunning tournament coming up. You do need to apply for that today, though, if you plan on doing that. If you haven't gotten a run up on speedrun.com, then all you need to do is send me a DM as well, showing what your run was so that I can know everybody's times. So do tonight, even if you don't have a great run, you can probably still get in as long as you have a run of some sort. Also, I would say that for License-a-thon, which Tempestrel has been working on that. We've had a couple people here working on that. Thank you so much. I'm personally not staff or anything with it. I just wanted to share that submissions as well as volunteer currently open. So if you are interested in that, especially licensed games or bad games, you can definitely go and join. You don't see RoboCop there, Infernal Translator? Well, don't worry, you can be the person putting RoboCop on the screen if you go and speedrun, submit by the end of May. Everybody, we are getting to the next game reveal, so let's go ahead and welcome on in our dear friend.